overly indulge in luxurious living? There's nothing wrong with having nice things going to a nice party, but do we make it our first and foremost priority to attend or have these things? And when we hear of certain friends that may have attended a luxurious party and maybe on a luxurious vacation, do we become envious and do we start saying, well, you shouldn't be doing that because... No. Rather, following the example in Romans 13, it encourages us to walk decently, not be chauvinistic
No.
about what we do, but
not at
also
all.
to walk decently in the daytime and not in strife and jealousy. So that's one warning. The second warning, let's go to Isaiah chapter 5, verses 11 through 12. So turn with me there, please, to Isaiah chapter 5. And starting at verse 11. It says, "Woe to those who get up early in the morning to drink alcohol, who linger late into the evening darkness until wine inflames them. They have harp and stringed instrument, tambourine, flute, and wine at their feasts, but they do not consider the activity of Jehovah, and they do not see the work of his hands." Look at verse 12 again, and let's see what's at this event here. Harp, stringed instrument, tambourine, flute, and wine. But what's missing? The activity of Jehovah. So what does that mean? Well, a simple question. Do we allow ourselves to be so overtaken by the activities of a gathering that we forget who we're supposed to be representing? Do we forget where our priorities lie when it comes to recreation and pleasure? Do we forget that Jehovah is supposed to be the first and foremost in our lives? Let's be aware that we do not become inflamed, as mentioned in Isaiah, and we do not become overtaken by the activities that we forget the standards that we're supposed to follow as Jehovah's people. And we end up being enticed by one of Satan's biggest snares today, which is heavy drinking. And heavy drinking, not saying that alcohol is bad, but heavy drinking serves as a catalyst or a starting point for brazen conduct. So if we're the ones hosting a gathering, let us be sure to make sure that the guests do not become intoxicated to the point where it brings shame upon themselves, shame upon you as the host, and most importantly, shame upon Jehovah. In fact, when we attend or organize any events or parties, let's consider the lesson that Paul gave to the congregation of Corinth and simply following his first letter, where it says, "Therefore, whether you're eating or drinking or doing anything else, do all things for God's glory." So how can we follow this counsel? How can we be balanced and wholesome in loving Jehovah and loving pleasures? Well, it comes down to putting things in their proper place. Now, in case of alcohol, as we discussed at length, the Bible does not forbid its use.